could always, oh, where are the bells? The bells are there. Well, let's just see who is going to come in or on. And I may just mute myself again because I feel a song coming on. Hmm. Well, this is Monday evening, 5 p.m. This is Reverend Sharon E. E short for Elizabeth. And I am on the YouTube channel You Are a Healer with expectations of a group forum for the Lyricus group. In the meantime, it's 8:44, and I do understand with the energies that are coming and going in the last few days, there's a great deal of frequencies going on right now. So, what I'm going to do is go ahead and start anyway. Because what takes place, when it takes place, if it takes place, is always for the good of the continuum. That is my intent. And so I bless every single soul that may not have the opportunity to come on for this moment in time. Every single soul, everywhere, anywhere, we bless and honor and hold them in the light. That wherever their journey, wherever their journey may take them, They find peace and harmony and love. And so, as a guided meditation, so to speak, I offer the inhalation of deep breathing, breathing in the radiance and the emanation of life force. And we hold that breath for as long as we possibly can, leaving no trace of third dimensional duality. We breathe out that which has come throughout the day, and we breathe in now the purest of energies, the purest of light, and we say, Om. Not necessary to say it out loud. The Om is the universal breath, the universal vibration of the one source, the grand portal, that which is within and without. And we breathe, allowing the breath to resonate through every portal of your being. From the crown portal, known as the crown chakra, which is above the fontanelle, we breathe in through the nostrils, holding for as long as we possibly can, breathing out in gratefulness and gratitude. We breathe. As we breathe, we visualize the streams of light as they radiate through all of the portals, every entrance, every vestige through which the light travels, down through the third eye, surrounding the portals that exist over the eyes, over the nose, at the chin. In some modalities, we take two fingers and tap upon those areas to reawaken them, to assist them in absorbing the light. And we breathe, breathing deeply, holding our breath, the vestige of all life. We release and let go. This energy that we see emanating through the crown chakra to the throat and thymus, to the heart and solar plexus, all portals that have lineage, ley lines to other portals. There are chakras or portals in your shoulders, your elbows, each joint in your body comes with a vestige, a portal, a chakra through which the light emanates, through which the light shines. And we breathe, breathing deeply, allowing the resonance of energy to flow, feeling the breath as it engages the one source of light within. Knees and calves, ankles and toes, all feeling the benefit of the light that's emanating from the crown to every portal in your being. Your light body blesses you. Your astral body blesses you. Your spiritual and physical, three-dimensional body, the duality that has anchored you here, blesses you. You have a body in the fifth dimension, and that also takes homage and is pleased that you are breathing in and holding that breath for as long as you possibly can. And breathe, breathing deeply, feeling your feet anchored to Gaia, Mother Earth, the nurturer of all life in this matrix. Rapidly inhale through the nostrils, releasing through the lips, in a succession of three. This cleanses the areas of the nostril and the throat, bringing about a rapid awareness of not just where you are, but who you are. You were born with wings. Use them. See the light that shines from within you. Unfurl your wings. Allow the radiation of light to come through, and breathe. Breathing deeply, holding your breath for as long as you possibly can. You're resonating all that is a part of the one, all that is a part of the mystery of who you truly are. And breathe. Take another deep breath. And again, refer back to the Om within you. There is no coincidence that the Om is a part of the word called home. We know this term, home. Home is where our heart is. Home is where we reside. Home is the vibration of the one universal light force. and breathe. And while you are breathing deeply, resonating the Om within you, I will take this moment just to express the Om Namah Shivaya. And those of you that listen or may listen from time to time are aware of the Om and of the Om Namah Shivaya, which I have had the experience of learning. It is known through many ashrams. Taking a deep breath. In that breath, I hold to myself all that is good, all that is light, placing the palms of my hands in position before my sacral chakra, that space, that portal, that vestige just above the navel. Om Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Om Namah Shivaya. Om 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 Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. And take a deep breath. Sometimes a moment of silence is more needed than expression of the words around us, the worlds around us. For those of you who are a follower of numerology, take recognition of the day and the time. This is a most magnificent time within which we have situated ourselves. We bring forth the light of divine love simply by acknowledging our own presence within this realm. With every breath that we take, with every act that we commit, we are living within the light of divine love. We are living within the heart of divine love. Even on those days when it feels as if there's absolutely nothing that makes the heart of God recognize who we are, we sometimes feel as if we have no say so in the matter. However, remember to come out of your feelings. Remember that as you are a student of light, you are also a teacher of light. Even in the most simplest acts, the most simplest forms, you are fulfilling a task that leads on to a greater mission within your life. And in doing so, you are completing your purpose for being here. Well, it does look as if I may be spending the evening reading to myself, which I have no problem with. In looking at the when, which, how practicum, I have turned to a page that absolutely startles me because some of the words I've used in the last few days and had no idea where they had come from. For those of you who may listen to this later on, I am going to read an excerpt from Liminal Cosmology, Teachers of Light, The Rising Heart. And for those of you who may wonder why I'm continuing this now, a brief background. Back in 2015, I was in Brazil at the Casa of John of God. And much was revealed to me, at least that was my sentiment at the moment. John of God receives messages or intuition from entities. This is well known. And those who go there may claim, and in some instances, they have tangible proof that they have also engaged the entities. While there, I feel that I had that experience, and through that experience was given information pertaining to wing makers and the Lyricus order. Something that I've not discussed with too many people. So, I just got I just got a note that people are not being able to get in. I don't know why that is. I'm here. Well, I will keep going. There may be some technological challenges going on. We shall see. In the meantime, as I said, I am very pleased, let's say honored, to have reached or received the intel about the Wingmakers and the Lyricus order. And I've known for some time that certain things were going to take place as they have. Much of the information I received there has already taken place, and there is more to come. The bottom line is to never doubt your own intuition. And with that, I am going to start reading The Rising Heart. Now, I'm sure that whoever may tune into this or who may be in the process of hearing this is familiar with some of the terms. Otherwise, they would not be drawn to listening. The light body is a particle of the divine mind, cast from the central sun into and through the fourth and fifth dimensional matrices, in order to embody within a human being the essence of the central sun. The light body's materialization begins from the seventh dimension, cascading into materiality, where it settles into the first manifested being, the human heart. Within the, oh, pardon me, the voice could use a little bit of water right now. Uh, don't think I had any water today. I am amiss. Okay, let's see if I have a sip somewhere. Mm, that should suffice. Within the human instrument, it is the heart that is originally the nucleus home of the light body. But eventually, the light body's locus drifts upward, or focus drifts upward to the pineal gland at the base of the brain, usually in the first 7 years of life. Here, it typically remains until the physical body expires, at which time it recirculates within the higher light realms of the fifth dimension, wherein unity and the connective field of pure love radiates unimpeded by matter. This is the ground of soul, where all beings flow in the vibrant river of sound and light. The light body is composed of the light of the central sun, Within each of the galaxies is a central sun that acts as the transmitter of the divine mind within the galactic multiverse. The central sun is the trans-dimensional portal within each galaxy that interconnects all galaxies and dimensions of life therein to the pulsing heartbeat of the grand central sun, from whence the primacy of sound and light arise. It is the integrative nexus between the physical and spiritual planes, and thus the central sun is the quantum sum of all suns within the galaxy, and this quantum light lives within the human instrument as its light body. In a very real sense, we are all born from the sound and light of the grand central sun, and it is to this pulsing rhythmic heartbeat that we are all entrained to varying degrees. It is this entrainment that reestablishes our alignment to the grand expansion and restores our access to the higher intelligence where we become the willing impulse of divine will. The light body is a seer of reality within the individual identity. It is the wholeness navigator that detects the frequencies of fifth dimensional essence in the lower dimensions of matter, time, and space. It is the bearer of alignment to the plan of the one Creator. It is the portal of guidance within the one who is separated from unity by the veils of illusion. It is the portal of guidance within the one who is separated from unity by the veils of illusion. It is the voice within the void that calls to your mind and heart, beckoning its recognition and restoration as your true identity and that of all others as well. It is the connection between the heart and mind that allows for true creation to occur. It is the telepathic portal that hears and sees the divine intelligence and then activates its expression within the lower realms by mere presence. The light body is the core of consciousness, and this interior core is shifting in your world. It is shifting back to your heart, but its nucleus home is now between the heart and throat, known as the thymus or the heart's crown. We will speak of it as the rising heart. The rising heart is located on two axes or fields of vibration. The first is the horizontal axis, which is the field of planets. The second is the vertical axis, which is the field of the central sun. And here, I need to change the page. Whoa. On the planetary axis, there is the material being or human instrument composed of the sheaths that protect and sustain the light body, the physical, emotional, and mental sheaths of the third and fourth dimensional matrix. This axis represents the planet meeting your light body. It is the axis of grounding and anchoring the light body to the planet and the physical beings upon her. And I'm taking a deep breath because that information is magnificent. On the central sun axis, there are the descending and ascending streams of energy that connect your light body to its source, the central sun. It is from this connection that the grand awakening of physical beings occurs and the divine current is felt, tugging on your human instrument, calling it to activation, and awakening its will to become a vehicle for the light body. The light body is the zygote of consciousness, formed by the union of divine light and sound. It is born radiant, pure, intelligent, and life sustaining. The light body, oh my, the light body. The light body listens to both your thought scape and feeling scape, adjusting its radiance in accordance to its perceptions. Thus, the light body reacts to the lower dimensional matrix, and in this way is influenced by the individual's level of coherence, intelligent expression, creative insight, and higher mind intuition. At the core of consciousness shifts to the as the core of consciousness shifts to the new axis of the rising heart, the internal coherence of the individual becomes the amplifier of the light body's radiance in the world of form. This internal coherence is heightened when the thoughtscape and feelingscape of the individual are aligned and flowing in the river of divine will. It is then that the light body can truly step forward and radiate its purpose on the planetary level. The radiant and intelligent expression of the light body in mass is the true meaning of life in the planetary axis, because it is the action of collective intelligence that enables the planned and unplanned evolutionary paths to converge and empower the planetary shifts that enable dimensional ascension for all who are prepared. This increase in the expression of light and love within the planetary sphere opens the grand portal, which is the gateway for the planet to access the fifth dimensional matrix of pure connective energy, which is, in essence, divine love intelligence. As the children of light begin to activate their light bodies while living within a human instrument, they will sense the presence of their electromagnetic field as it becomes enmeshed with their every breath. The breath washes over the rising heart in both the in heart, in both the in breath and out breath. When breathing in, the energy symbolically descends from the central sun and flows through the crown chakra, settling at the solar plexus just below the heart. There it sparkles in the golden light of your signature tone. When breathing out, the energy is released from the solar plexus up to the planetary axis at the height of the thalamus, or rising heart, and then radiates outward with dominance to the horizontal plane. In this time of the grand awakening, the light body is becoming centered at the rising heart because the mind, where it has been centered for thousands of years, is enmeshed in static and distortions that confound the light body's ability to fully radiate its energetic field upon the planetary grid and fulfill its purpose. The interaction of the two axes, planetary and central sun, is the activation point of the individual. The integration of breath and imagination is the most efficient method through which this activation can occur. and be sustained within the human instrument. The breath of the rising heart is the practice of breathing from the central sun and expressing this breath energy into the planetary grid. It is the method of activation taught on all planets for this aligned for those aligned to the plane of expansion into the lands unknown. When you read these words, you will understand intuitively, for you know well the mysterious purpose that stirs you awake and compels you to action. And upon that note, I will allow that yes, I understand, as I know that whoever will listen to this tonight, tomorrow, whenever that takes place, will understand, will realize and remember that we are going through an activation period now. All of us. Whether or not you're in the studio or in the audience, every single soul, according to their own interpretation, is going through an activation right at this very moment in time. Breathing in, awakening from within, this activation. It is not something that we have control over. It is something that exists completely. The breath of soul is directed by the light body, whose seat of intelligence resides at the point of the rising heart. Good evening, Mr. Field. How are you?
Good evening.
I am reading from the Wenwich How, The Rising Heart, which, if you get an opportunity to hear the beginning of The Rising Heart, you will know why I have left the room. uh, but I will continue with this page because it is very important. Our hearts are rising now, even as we speak. You can imagine that as a portal within the body that receives the electromagnetic field of light from the central sun through the in breath and directs it to the solar plexus, and on the out breath, channels it across the planetary axis as a way of grounding the energy within the field of third dimensional beings. It is this grounding of the energy directed by the light body, infused with the internal coherence of the human instrument, that enables the human emotional field to build the collective heart and connected mind that enables the planet to step through higher dimensional barriers with relative ease and grace. This is a time of action, and the action is to activate your light body to its purposeful role within your human instrument and to share its higher light frequencies to the human emotional field. This activity regrids the collective heart and connective mind to the emerging culture of the One, unified planet moving in the upward spiral of the seven-dimensional hypersphere in which all beings within its quantum and space-time presence are unified with the planet, and the planet with the central sun. In this future time, beings will be galactic citizens, and they will commune with other intergalactic citizens and see the universe as they now see the planet. Each of you who embody the light of the central sun and not only carry it with you, but purposefully radiate it through your actions of intelligent love and the virtuous heart, You are builders of this future time, and your actions will be acknowledged with its direct experience. The breath through the rising heart is an activator of your light body. Internal coherence within your human instrument is the sustaining and evolving force of this activation, independent of the travels that befall you or the human family. You can generate this internal coherence through the practice of breathing through the rising heart and expressing the radiant beauty of the higher light through the virtues of the heart, the intelligence of the higher mind, and the ascendant beauty of the spirit we all share. When the breath of soul radiates outward on the planetary axis of the individual, it takes on the signature field of that individual. This signature is like a carrier wave to the original signal from the central sun, and it is the carrier wave that is the key factor that enables the rays of the central sun to cut through the static and distortions of the planet's electromagnetic fields. There are many competing currents and conflicts within the planetary realm before its entrance into the higher dimensions of the etheric plane. These currents pull you, push you, and deliver you to shores of in, I'm sorry, indeterminacy. I'm floating away here, and questionable value. There are light bodies cast in human instruments that are so darkened that they are like black holes in space, swallowing light in the gravity of their misguided ignorance. The light body is, in some ways, a fragile consciousness. It listens well and responds to what it hears. It sees the higher realities, but it also dives deep into the lowest realms, seeking out the unique separation of veils that empower its discernment, which ultimately reinstates its power as a sovereign integral of the highest order. The life of the light body is complex, more complex than you can imagine, and yet you can appreciate its goals and the journey it weaves to achieve them because your intuition and imagination enable you to feel the edges of its reality. Those who are the builders of the grand expansion are embodied in human instruments, and they are awakening to their light bodies as their light bodies begin to activate to the new rays of light and love that are flowing from the central sun. And I'm going to stop there because I'm going to finish reading this to myself off the air. I have forgotten a great deal of this. This is so amazing to me because it works with everything else that I am studying and going through at the moment. Mr. Field, from what you've heard, Tony, I can't keep calling you Mr. Field. It's about 9:30, but from what you've heard, what is your opinion?
Um,
Hello? Oh my goodness. I've lost another one. Well, the frequency of the energies is very powerful this evening. And I keep saying that because it's true. But that's okay. I hope that my voice
Hi.
was heard. Hi.
Oh, sorry, I got disconnected.
Okay, that's okay. I was asking you if, well, first of all, you could hear me, right?
Yes, yes, I did.
Okay. My question was, what did you think of what you heard?
Well, I think it's great, but one thing that I would like to interject is that we are energetic beings. Everything is energy, and It's really our sole intent on everything.
Okay. Okay. Well, I think that it's saying that as well because basically it depends on where we are as far as how we discern the energy that's coming through. Uh, to me, it sounds as if it's saying that the energy is there, and it just, as you say, our intention is what defines it, or how we perceive it.
It's always our intention, it's always what we are ultimately all about. Our intention is what really matters because our intention is the driving force, the energy, the frequency vibration that is ultimately putting everything out in the universe.
True, true. But as far as in this particular interpretation of what's going on, it does not say God, but does say the central sun, and that there is a specific order that is followed as far as the central sun is concerned, uh, in assisting us to activate or reactivate our sovereignty. And I didn't know it gives a breathing exercise to follow, but there's so many different ways to breathe. There's over 58 that I know of, ways to breathe to help align and get the central contact going with one's kundalini. So it's I don't know. I've I recognize a lot of keywords in this, like in entrainment and the architects.
Well, we've trusted science to pretty much rule our existences, and science breaks everything down to
Mm.
the most minute, um, you know, area. But it's ultimately who you are, what you are, and what your energetic intent is. And that's what defines everything in life, in the universe, multiverses.
Yes, yes, and it does mention the perception of the multiverse as well. But it also mentions uh, darkened energy coming in to the form of the human instrument, which is what is termed the body in this particular instance. And so it just now that's a quandary to me. That's always been a bit of a quandary, and I suppose I'll straighten it out eventually. Why the darkness, or why the darkened energies are allowed to come into existence? But
Yes, I mean, there is archonic, energy. There is, you also have the individuals, the incarnates, who are not able to, pretty much move on. And so we are dealing with negative energies. Yes, absolutely.
well,
But, our focus is to just vibrate at a higher frequency so that those things are not affecting us.
now when you say vibrate, to a higher frequency. There, there's a lot of different. There's a lot of different opinions on that. Some say uh, simply showing light or love and compassion, practicing the virtues. I quoted the Dalai Lama, who mentions the virtues, but he's coming at it from the Buddhist point of view. But uh, giving compassion or showing compassion and surrounding or holding in the light is one way. Distancing yourself is another way. And so yeah, I can see that. Sometimes it's difficult, but I can see that.
There are, some negative entities, definitely, but they need compassion and love. And when they get the compassion and love, they really have no power over anything else. You know, we all try to evade them. We all try to pretty much tell them to stay away. But when we are in a higher frequency of light and love, they cannot really affect us in any way because they cannot deal with our higher
Hello.
yeah, hi.
Oh, hi. I lost you for a second. You were saying they cannot deal with.
The higher vibration of light and love, and they will eventually, either go away or convert to a higher vibration and seek something higher within themselves.
Hmm.
So we're not here. It's not we against them. It never has been. It's we're here together, and we're not here to punish anybody, to make anybody feel bad, or to cast anybody into the shadows or hell or whatever it is. We're here to uplift each other. That's our goal. That's our mission.
Yes.
And they, some of them may have been misdirected, misguided, but it is our sole purpose to bring a higher so they can realize that they can get out of their current state and become enlightened in universal principles, in universal understandings, and be the best they can be, and move out of their, areas, darker selves.
You mean setting an example for them?
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm, okay. No,
Because, I mean,
hmm.
ultimately, we're not here to leave anybody behind. We're here to bring everybody up.
Oh, that's the Buddhist. That's the Buddhist viewpoint. As a matter of fact, there's a Durrani by a Durrani is basically a Buddhist chant or prayer where it declares that as long as there is a single soul that is not lifted by the light, we will remain here until everybody goes up, or basically, metaphorically speaking, that not up, but becomes aware.
Absolutely, absolutely, Rev Sharon. I mean, we're not here to leave anybody
Okay, I've just lost you again. Uh,
Well, what I'm saying is, We cannot lift up ourselves unless we uplift others in the process. So we always have to move towards uplifting everybody,
Yeah.
even those who may not seem to be, in that same state of mind or being.
And so I come to think of it, that reminds me of what Gandhi used to say. Uh, if everybody takes an eye for an eye, the whole world will be blind. And so, eye for an eye and tooth for a tooth does not work. It leaves everyone to disadvantage.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yes.
our goal is to, move everybody up.
And hopefully, this will be one of those venues that will be able to do that on a continual uh, basis. I just got a couple of texts from Robert and a few other people who said they couldn't. Robert is still coming out of Miami. He was down in Miami, and a couple of other people could not get on for some reason. They were having technological difficulties. So I am going to sign off. But as I always say, uh, it doesn't matter whether there's only one person or if it's even just me. The importance of the frequency of the energy that's going out into the hemisphere, the stratosphere, however you want to name it. It is the importance of the frequency of the energy, or as you say, the intention. And my intention is to be of service always. And so whoever feels the frequency of this energy will know that it is my intention to assist with the light of light in the process of healing. And
Exactly.
I appreciate your being able to get through. It is always a pleasure speaking with you. Um, not next Monday, but the Monday after, I will be back, and hopefully the gang will be able to participate. That'll be the 19th of this month. Uh, yes, I had a few people were texting me that they really wanted to listen this evening, but this will be on the air. This is from the When Light Shines podcast.
I am excellent, Tony. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks.
This is
Let
this.
them
Good.
love your way.
Hi. I'm sitting outside in the dark, so that's why I don't turn on the camera. I've been working on it all day, but I'm
Oh,
in.
okay, you're in.
I'm in.
Oh, and I was just about to sign off
I'm so
because
sorry, honey. I tried to get.
I know you did, sweetie. I know
Mm,
you did.
yeah.
Um, I read from the When Witch How,
Mm-hmm.
and as a matter of fact, oh my goodness, what I'll do is send you guys copies of this because this is so amazing to me, where it
Mm,
talks about the uh, the core of the consciousness.
mm-hmm. Right.
Okay, let me see if I can pick out a gem for you. The light body is the core of consciousness, and this interior core is shifting. In your world, it is shifting back to your heart, but its nucleus home is now between the heart and throat, known as the thymus or the heart's crown. We will speak of it as the rising heart. The rising heart is located in two axes or fields of vibration. The first is the horizontal axis, which is the field of planets. The second is the vertical axis, which is the field of the central sun. And it goes
See,
on.
they're
I
giving
mean,
us
hmm?
they're giving us a lot of great instruction, and I
Yeah.
totally am. But it's ultimately our vibration where we are, and those instructions are designed to raise our vibration.
Oh yes, I've got to
Hmm.
send you guys copies because I lifted up just reading it. It's the excerpt from the Liminal Cosmology Teachers of Light. It's called The Rising
Mm.
Heart, and to show you synchronicity, I was doing a
Hmm.
paper last week, and all of a sudden I was sitting there, and a term came to me to use, social cosmology. And I'm like, before I use this, I've got to find out where this is coming from. Did not recognize it as a word. And Rudolf Steiner did an entire series or construct on social cosmology. And it is simply bringing up the consciousness of the entire planet is what it defines down to. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is good stuff. And so
Really hear that?
I'm not alone. You guys know what I'm
But
talking about.
okay, but I'm about to tie it together for you.
Uh-oh. I'm ready.
Oh, go for it.
Synchronicity.
Go for it.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
going. I'm going. Hold me back now. No.
No, no, go.
No, go. No. Okay, Rudolf Steiner. Let's start. Well, to synchronicities. There is so much synchronistic energy around us in this moment. And it's only fitting that this heart energy, because seeing that we're in Pisces season and we've been feeling the energies, but I feel, or what I've felt is, all this is bringing us back to our heart.
Yes.
All of this is bringing us to this love to another without expectation. Okay, so Rudolf Steiner, now let's get to that piece. Rudolf Steiner, I used to be in property management, so I managed a property
I did
in
too.
Dania.
Ah,
You too?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, well, we're going to have another talk. I'm so happy I chimed in. But anywho, I used to manage a property called Renaissance on the Ocean, and Rudolph Steiner, unit owners of that particular property. And let me tell you, this man gave me a run for my money. When I tell you, but I understand why he was who he is. And he is a stickler for digging deep. And I know that he wrote a few books. I just don't have.
yes. I saved. It's online. One of them when I pulled up social cosmology, his
Mm-hmm.
name came up. I forget which university he had it published through. I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
Because I saved it.
Right. So I said all that to say that, again, with all the synchronicities or the sync events, sorry, I'm outside. Hold on one second. So the thing of it is, it's, you know, I can see the synchronicities and see Tony and I are making a connection with property management. See, we are speaking of the Windmakers information in this particular excerpt, seeing time at this juncture, we have this energy that we are all vibrating in as a collective, because overall this is what we are, dig deep and getting to this love. So it's like, okay, so I can keep going, but that's, didn't write at the right time, but that's how I connection with what the Windmakers piece right now, and why this part is so relevant now in our evolution, so to speak. So, did I tie that together or something? Did I?
Well, you did pretty good. I mean, we were talking about intent. Tony brought up that no matter where the individual is, it is our intent that is most important. And that's really a very Zen attitude, actually.
Well, yes. I mean, I could see it playing out right this moment, but okay.
Yeah, and I just got a message.
Hello?
Oh,
This, uh-oh.
yeah, the energies are really, they've been going back and forth.
Back and forth,
With
yeah.
the
Yeah.
Windmakers, what they're saying is that it doesn't matter anything that you put challenges on, that you put, certain situations on. It's really all about us being the best we
Mm-hmm.
can be.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not there to make us do certain things. They're not there to, pretty much put any pragmatic or anything else. They want us to just be our free spirited selves and do the right thing.
Absolutely.
Mm.
And when you look at it, when you start thinking about everything, our life experience, what we've been through, everything that we've been going through, they're not going to put any limitations on us. They're not going to make us think or do anything that we don't feel is right. They're there to support us.
Leading us to the
They're
truth.
there to, uh, you know, make us be the best we can be. And that's when we shine and shine the best love and light on everything.
Mm-hmm.
And that I'm getting right now from the Wingmakers.
I was explaining in the beginning the reason why I endorse the Wingmakers is because of um the information I received when I was at the Casa in Brazil. That's when I first became aware of them back in 2015, and I had no idea. Well, I did not remember anything before that. But their premise is that it's all within us already. We've just forgotten, which is what I always say anyway. But
Mm-hmm.
we've all engaged wing maker information at some time. We must have for it to be
Mm-hmm.
so easy. Well, not easy necessarily, but to feel so comfortable with it now.
Yes, yes, absolutely. And, they are there to guide us through the process. Hello?
Yes, I'm still here, but I think we lost Sharon, the other Sharon. Uh oh.
Hello?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, now I can.
Okay.
But they are
Okay. There
there
she
to
is
guide
back.
us.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Sorry.
there to guide us through the process, but they are, really focusing on our biggest intent.
Isn't it amazing, synchronicity wise, that we
Mm-hmm.
are all of the
This,
same mind right now? And we must have all been of the same mind at historically at other parts in our life. But We're all of the same. Well, not well. I try to keep with people who are of the same mind as I am, but there's definitely an undercurrent of energies that are going back and forth that are bringing people who are of the same uh, mind together.
Mm-hmm. I believe that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. So yeah, we travel in packs, huh?
Yeah. It's the tribe. Okay.
The
All
tribe.
right. Yeah, it's the tribe. All right. My dearly beloved ones, it is sign off time. We got 4 minutes to 10, and I did promise at 9:30. And Sharon, I'm going to put you to work. I'm going to ask you to do the closing meditation. I did the Om Namah Shivaya and a blessing on all souls. So I'm going to put you to work now, so
Oh,
you can sign us out.
alrighty. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Yes, thank
you.
you. Yes, okay. Yeah, I'm going to hear about that later, right?
Mm-hmm. So yes, no problem. So just imagine
Okay.
yourself like a candle melting down. You have no place to go, so you moment. Take a deep breath in, hold it, and now release that breath. Again, on the next breath in, breathe in love from the universe. Hold it. And on the exhale, just envision this breath being blown out to the far reaches of the universe. And as we call on the of harmony, wisdom, and love, we also call on the brotherhood and sisterhood of light. Fuse each atom, each cell, and molecule of our bodies. Take in another deep breath. Breathe in. And on the exhale, enjoy the breath as you are letting go. And to we will chant Om. Now, on the next breath in, breathe in. And now chant Om. Om. Another beautiful deep breath. Breathe in. Hold it. And now chant Om. Om. Again, let's just chant the word Om. I thank you, and when you are ready, you may open your eyes.
And you know what I do when I usually open my eyes. I ring my bells, but this
Yes.
time it's the bowls.
Yes.
And God bless you and be with you. Peace, love, and harmony always. Om Shanti Shanti. I am, we are. Namaste.
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 I am, we are.
And good night.
Night, sweet dreams.
Good night.
Sleep with the angels.
And you all.